Oh shit, sorry, didn't see you there. Just jamming out to the music in this game. This music is awesome. Just gonna tune it down a little bit. There we go. What's up guys, BTBS here. Welcome back to another episode of Bob Has a Butchers. And today I'm taking a look at, or having a butchers at I should say, is the whole gimmick of my show. I'm having a butchers at the fantastic Windforge. So I'm just gonna jump straight in and jump into the run I just started recently. So, Windforge. How best to describe Windforge? I think it's kind of better to let it speak for itself. So, you join my my character here. No idea what I called her. What did I call her? Vegetarian. I get it, because I'm doing a vegetarian run to get an achievement. Yes. So, Windforge. How best to describe Windforge? Take Terraria, cross it with Guns of Icarus Online, and add just a bit more awesomeness and other random elements, and you've got Windforge, maybe? It controls an awful lot like Terraria or Edge of Space, where you have a mostly 2D world, and you have your character, you go around the world, you break stuff. But the thing that I really like about Windforge is the fact that you have airships. So this is the airship you start with some guns on it. And let me just dock at the town here. Hello. I wonder if I can get this to work. Oh, the grappling hook is so much fun. Oh, see, this is what happens once you've beat the game and you have nothing else to do on a save. You start another save and you start pissing around with a low-level character. So, Windforge. Talk a little bit about the story. It is a sort of steampunk airships with giant balloons, trying to find an alternative to the oil crisis. Currently, they use whales for oil, sort of like Dishonored. And yeah, the whales are sort of running out, so they're trying to find an alternative for the whale oil, and the best place to look for that is apparently some sort of pre-human civilization that has much better technology. The story is not really important in this game. What is important is that you can get a giant airship. Oh god, I'm in the cloud layer. Am I even moving? I am moving just a little bit. Let me show you the map on this game, by the way. Every screen is one of these, and the world is comprised of 3 main parts, split down the center to make 6 parts. You have the normal layer, you have the cloud layer, and the poison gas layer. And up in the cloud layer, where we are going to go, because I can't even move down here because there's so much wind. Can't really see it, but I am getting like constantly forced to the side because of the wind pressure here. So what I'm trying to do is get up to the next area. And there's a whole bunch of ships around which I don't stand a chance at fighting. So let me just try and get up here. Man, I really should not be doing this with such a bad ship. Like I said, I'm using the ship that you start the game with, and I've done maybe 1 quest in the game. So yeah, I'm not exactly running the most expensive stuff or most impressive stuff. Ah, here we go, I can actually move now. Welcome to the cloud layer. Every layer is different because of a few factors. They have different enemies that show up, they have different resources that can be mined, and they have different backgrounds and weather effects. So the cloud layer is one of my favourites. Also, this is one of the things I love about Windforge. Just at any point you can ditch your spaceship, your airship, and just go out running on to any random landmass that you find. And if you get really good at using your grappling hook, like me... Oh, bollocks! Ah! I fell and died. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to load up my good save so I can show you around properly. So this is my save at like past the end of the game, getting into like post-end game stuff and getting like, so I have the best ship and I have the best guns and stuff like that. I have a set of armor which basically allows me to fly. And look at this shit. It's fantastic. I actually use this gun to go down. I take like no fall damage. I have a really, really large and powerful grappling gun. And I can... Oh man, I forgot how much fun it was just fucking around in this game. So let's take my ship here, which is lined with like the most expensive metals and stuff in the game. And let's go and take an actual quick look. So I've explored an awful lot of the map. You've got various cities, which are these big ones, and then there's also temples, which are pre-human civilization stuff, and that's where you find like ancient power, like medallions and stone tablets and stuff. They're not really like, I don't know, the story in this game isn't all that. You play the game for what it is, and what it is flying around the world in an airship and blowing up whales and stuff. So oh, Basilisk. Hello, Mr. Basilisk. Ooh. So yeah, like I said, I have end game stuff. So my ship is basically a mobile nuking platform, and it's also strong enough to like just jam into the wall and be fine. Let me see. Oh yeah. Now if you wanted to actually use a ship for mining, you totally can. You start with some like jackhammers, sort of like pickaxes, for mining stuff away. But everything your ship breaks actually is an item on the floor that can be picked up and used. So I could take all this dirt and shit, but I really have no use for it. Let me just fix my ship up here. Use the standard repair tool and just fix this up. There we go. Lovely. Jump back in here. Actually, I should probably empty my inventory. Let's see, what have we got extra? I'm carrying more weight than I should be. Oh yeah, I was building new ships. So that's one of the things you can do in this game with basically as much regularity as you want. You can build new ships. And this is what I've got here. I've got a ship. This is a ship I built myself to be able to traverse the core of the planet, because it's almost completely immune to fire. Actually, this one isn't completely immune to fire, but it's fairly immune to fire. Oh, just nuking stuff from orbit like that never loses its appeal. So let's talk about the mechanics in this game. You've got a couple of major mechanics. You've got the being on the floor, like not in a spaceship, or airship, sorry. Spaceship. Why do I keep calling them spaceships? So yeah, hello. Excuse me, big basilisk. There we go, he's dead. Right, just dodge those projectiles. Oh god, I just bombed my own ship. Let's do that properly and see what it looks like. Yeah. So that's something you need to be careful of in this game. If you're moving too far to the side, you can bomb your own ship. But then again, it shows how strong my ship is to be able to actually withstand being bombed by these massive artillery cannons. So yeah, the main mechanics of the game. You've got the whole... one second, let me just do this. You've got the whole being on the floor as a human being, in which most of the time you're going to be either trying to get back to your ship, or you're going to be running around mining stuff like these trees, or digging into the ground to try and find yourself ores. You've got the standard like iron, copper, stuff like that. Then you've got other stuff, sulfur, then you've got like enemies to contend with. This is my favourite machine gun because it acts like a drill and drills through all these blocks. It also allows me to slow my descent. So yeah, there is a couple of things to watch out for when you're in this position. Until you get the armour which I've got, which basically gives me anti-gravity, you need to be very careful with enemies and enemy ships that come at you. They can cause massive problems, and also falling. Falling to your death is something very common in this game, especially if you're new to the game and don't have a good grasp on how to use the grappling hook or grappling gun like I've got here. So what I'd recommend is, if you are going to play this, just spend a little bit of time familiarising yourself with stuff first. Like when you start and do the first mission, spend a little bit of time learning about the grappling hook and the moving mechanics. And something else that's really nice. That sounds really weird. Oh, hello, someone's shooting at me. Come on then. So here's something that I really enjoy. Enemy ships. Now you have several options of taking these down. Most people choose to take them down from their ship. That's why you put weapons on your ship. But what I like to do is just climb up on top of their ship and shoot out their important systems like engines or propellers and stuff like that. Once everybody's dead, you can switch to your magical repair tool, repair everything, and then hey, guess what? I have a new ship. This is now mine. I own this now. And if you take a ship that you have stolen from somebody and put it in, deliver it to a town, you can register it up at the docks, and then it becomes your ship. Like, legitimately, it's your ship. You can go to any dockland or dockyard and take that ship out of storage and like switch between any random ships that you might own. Whoa! Hello, big boy. Good thing this ship is extremely fast. This is actually one of the ships that starts appearing mid to late game, so it's much better than it looks. I mean, it has a couple of weapons on it. They're not much cop, but it's very, very small and very light, and it has 6 propellers on it. So it has terrific like movement speed and handling. It's also made out of a material which I don't think you can actually find naturally, which is very nice. Right, there we go. Just fix everything up. Try not to slam into everything. Ooh, I just said try not to slam into everything, but whatever. Yeah, it's got a couple of machine guns on it, nothing special. Yeah, let's just go and register this ship and take a look at some of the other stuff I've got. So the second sort of thing you've got is while you're on foot, occasionally you come across, what would I call them, ruins, compounds, or archaeological dig sites. Now these are interesting because they pose a danger and a massive benefit. Now the danger is that it is incredibly easy to die in them, and a lot of them even have traps, so once you steal the magical MacGuffin at the centre of the maze, like, all the walls turn into acids or spikes to stop you getting out safely. Really? That's still at the dock? So yeah, your ship's seriously been anchored at the dock from there? Really? My god, what did they extend the dock range to? Right. Okay, fuck it. You need to move your ship, which will automatically return to the dock. Let me just go under here. And then I should just have to go over and park this by the dock. Ship's been anchored. Oh, I see. The game's constantly getting updated, like early Minecraft. So there's a few new things that I'm not used to. And here we go. We talk to the dockmaster. Oh, really? Okay, so I'm just going to need to move this ship out of the way, because apparently it's still anchored at the dock even though it's over here. Just see if we can like drop it off the bottom of the screen or something. There you go, that's not anchored at the dock. I'll just sort of stick it in the mountain here. Yeah, it's not very happy about being inside a mountain, as I would imagine. There we go. And just land on there. Ah! Nope. This armor's good, but it's a bit hard to control. It's a bit floaty. Which makes sense because it makes you float. I have a new ship to register. Let's choose a name. Call it Stolen. There you go. New ship is officially registered. I'd like to manage my ships. And we can see here my different ships. So we have the Chunkmeister. And can't swap that out. Why not? Okay. Oh, the Chunkmeister is the one I had down there. We have my mining ship, which is incredibly fun. And I would like to show you guys this. So, one of the things you can do, like one of the many different ways you can go mining, is by making a ship with grinders on the bottom. Those things on the bottom of this ship, steel grinders, they are basically just giant wheels that grind and destroy stuff. And I love to use this thing for mining. Did I just take damage? No? Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to go up and show you what a mining ship is like and what sort of returns you can get. So let's talk a bit about the map. So as I said, it's divided into 3 layers, each split in half. Between each layer, like between here and here, there is a wind current, and between here and here there's a wind current as well. The wind current is very strong and I think always tries to blow you towards the centre of the map. And if you look at the way the world is actually generated, you have the core of the world down here, which is literally just the liquid core of the world, forcing its heat up, and then it hits the top and its heat goes out, and as it comes down, its heat goes back inwards like that. Which I suppose makes sense on like a geothermal sort of way. And so the top and bottom thirds of the map each have their own dangers. The bottom third is completely full of poisonous gas, and it's actually quite annoying because unless you have a completely sealed ship and an air purifier inside that ship, which is an item you can place inside your ship, you're going to die fairly quickly. If you look at my hotbar down here, I actually have the number 8 on the hotbar triggered towards being a breathable air tank so that I don't have to fuck around. Well, originally I was using that so that I basically would leave my ship, dive down to the ground, and I would mine out as much of the useful materials as I could get before I would die. Just doing suicide run after suicide run. Dying holds no real consequence in this game. The main problem with it is that you have to spawn back at a town, which can be kind of annoying. I am taking damage from something. What the hell am I taking damage from? Huh. Oh, maybe the grinder's hitbox size was increased slightly. And maybe the grinders are like actually affecting me a little bit. That would suck. I just have to build the ship a little higher. So here we are, back up in the cloud layer again. And out. Right, let's just get over here. So here's something really nice about each square of the map. They have about a screen on the outside. I'm sorry, Mr. Whale. I'm sorry. No, don't attack me. They have about a screen's worth on the outside, top and bottom of the world, which is just completely empty. So you can very easily fly like upwards as far as you would like without any problems, simply by remembering that the bottom is always, the sides are always empty. And here is the hazard I was about to mention for the top of the map: flaming meteors. So the core here spits out giant meteors about the size of my ship, which fly all the way up and break up into pyroclasm up the top, and then fall down. And anywhere across the top you can be affected by these meteors, and anywhere in the central column here as well. So I think it's about time I killed this whale. So whales are naturally very friendly, and in fact there's a special mechanic you can do wherein you can tame a whale and you can ride it. But if you damage a whale, they will become very hostile, and they are extremely dangerous because they break anything they ram into. So if I just see if I can kill this. Couldn't manage it. Ooh, dodge the whale. See if I can fix the ship up a little bit. Oh no! Shit! Get out of the way! Yeah, whales are extremely dangerous, and I wouldn't go taking them on too early. You will most of the time just get killed by them straight away. I'm hoping the grinders could do a little bit more damage there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hide from the whale underground. No, apparently not. Ow, fuck. Haha, dodged him that time. So yes, the mining ship is not going to work too well right now because half of it is destroyed. No, down. Aha, dodged the whale again. Right, hang on a second. Where's my gun? There we go, I killed the whale. I apparently killed the whale while he was going in an infinite upwards loop. So I'm just going to use this to push myself over to the side here. There we go. Ah, right. Peace and quiet finally. So whales can be quite dangerous, especially when combined with environmental hazards like this, which this ship is not designed to withstand. So every time one of those little meteorites hits my ship, it takes damage in the area that is hit. So you have the background, the propellers, and then the main things like the control panel and the engines here. And pretty much any of this can be destroyed by being hit by these fiery things, because they are what's the word I'm looking for? They are something, the opposite of resistant. Not weak. The neutral version of resistant. Whatever. They take damage from fire attacks. Now, in the late game, there are certain metals and such which are like a lot stronger, so they have more health. Like, see, some of these have like 700 hit points to be healed. There's metals you can make your ship out of which are actually completely resistant to fire, and the pyroclasm doesn't actually damage them at all. And I know this may sound absolutely horrible. In fact, not load. Let me just drop the effects down for a little bit here, and we can listen to the music. So this is one of the main ways I've discovered of managing to mine incredibly large areas rather quickly as well. Not for much effort either. You can make the grinders here fairly early on in the game, and you just need to get enough of them so that you can like line the bottom of a ship with them. I mean, you could put them on the walls of the ship as well, but you need sideways momentum from propellers placed on the side of the ship to be able to actually move left and right. So the shipbuilding mechanic in this game is actually extremely complex sometimes. And you know what I think I should do is, I think we should take a quick look at the shipbuilding mechanic. Damn it. So I'm just going to use a radio to return me to an area where I can actually go and build a ship, and I can show you guys what building a ship is all about. By the way, this stuff that falls from the sky, it has a special ore in it called heartstone, which is extremely valuable. So if you can pick up any of this stuff here, definitely do. Especially early game if you want money, or late game if you want special materials. So you notice we've got like 3 different sizes of meteorites falling mainly. We've got these tiny little ones, then there's the medium ones like that, and then there's the large ones like that. The large ones are only about the size of your player, but there are bigger ones which can literally be about the size of my ship. So let's use the radio. How am I not outside? Really? Now I need to be on solid ground to make a call. Wow, look at that, that's big. There we go. I'm on solid ground! Yes. So you can use the radio whenever you're outside of a town square, and someone basically comes along, and picks you up and returns you to town. It's basically just a way of teleporting back to town in case you lose your ship. And you'd be surprised how easy it is to lose your ship, especially if you fall from one screen down to another screen. And I have done that an awful lot. I've lost my ship literally more times than I can count. I'd like to manage my ships. Swap out for stolen here. Lovely. Now, while the ship is docked like this, anything that you remove from it doesn't actually matter, because while the ship is like this, it is completely anchored to the dock. So I can remove this stuff here, and I can remove these as well. Oh, you know what I need? I need a item stash and item stash. Give me back my Chunkmeister. So there's sort of an infinite storage capacity ender chest in this game called the item stash. It's very cheap, and every single one of them links to the exact same inventory set, and I have not managed to fill it up. And I mean, look, there's like 10,000 dirt in there right now. Iron ingot. Where the fuck's my item stash? Right, give me some iron and some wood. Block. I can also quickly show you the crafting mechanic. All of these items here are crafting stations. By standing near them, I think, or do you have to interact with them? One of the two. It allows you to go into your... Well, you can always go into your crafting menu. You have a crafting menu in your thing, and you can. There's a bunch of stuff you can craft by hand, but these allow you to craft a lot more items depending on what they are. So you've got the basic workbench, a furnace, a high-powered furnace for the late-game materials. What is this? This is an alchemy station. And there's a bunch of stuff like chemistry station, stuff like that. So yeah, your crafting falls into the same sections as your items. So all clothes, weapons, food, building, and misc. And you just find what you're looking for. I want a building item. Where would it be? I'm looking for the item stash. It's in here somewhere. Show all. Oh, you know what? I think I have to be over at the crafting station here to actually make an item stash. No? Yeah, there we go. Item stash. Give me a couple of them. And I appear to be extremely overweight. Yeah, I'm like 700 or too much weight over. I'd like to manage my ships. Bring back stolen for me. Lovely, thank you. So I'm basically just moving very slow. Right, so if I do building, item stash here, right click on it to equip it to your active item, right click again to get rid of it. Very useful, by the way. Hey, come here. Hello. Oh, I still cannot get enough of just having fun with pissing around with it. Oh no! Oops. Rest in peace, I guess. And he was never heard from again. Well, that's bad. Right, so shipbuilding. Basically, at any point, you can grab what you want to be shipbuilding with. Let's take these titanium plate blocks here, and they would come under building in T. And then all you have to do is place them down on your ship. And I think literally the only limit for what your ship can be is how long you can be bothered to spend building it and how imaginative you can get with it. And your ship can have any shape. It can have any amount of engines, any amount of like propellers and stuff like that. So if we could do something like this, and we could fortify this here. Now to make it actually properly strong, what you're going to need to do is put some background in as well. I think that comes under the name of the item. No? It comes under background, okay. I have an awful lot of titanium because I was hunting down ships which dropped titanium. So then, yeah, you just place the background down like that, and then we have it's sort of like Terraria in that respect, that you have to place down the background. Now the thing that I don't like about this, if you notice, the whole world is a slight angle so that you can see one side of these blocks, and it makes it very awkward when you're trying to build things. Like, I don't know how far into here I need to go to place all of my background, and occasionally I just do something like that and be like, right, so clearly I missed the background right there. It can cause some problems when building, but you do get used to it fairly quickly. Like I said, I racked up 60 hours on this game, and I think that was without standing up, because I got it in a Humble Bundle, and I was like, this game is so good, and I just couldn't stop playing it. It's actually so much fun. So let's see if we can find where are there's the propellers. So we're definitely going to need some sort of force to get us up here. You know what else we're going to need? Dig through this wall. 3. Just go through here. So yeah, you can use your drill and just break parts of your ship, but it doesn't permanently break them, because all you have to do is pull out your fixing tool, which I've got currently down to 5, and you can just fix them right up again. It's very nice. Like, your ship is never so broken that it can't be fixed. And I literally have no idea how this is going to run, especially seeing as we only have a couple of engines. Do we have any more engines? No? Oh well, too bad. Let's see, shall we? Well, this is actually surprisingly good. So there's another thing to remember when building a ship, which is if I hover over this and hit X, you can see the ship info. Your ship has weight and buoyancy, and tells you the total amount of power that the ship requires to run all of its machinery and how much power it has available, and its vertical thrust. Now, titanium is extremely light. It's the same power as steel, but like 1/5 the weight. So this ship still remains very mobile. But if I were to... Oh, yeah, I killed the shipmaster guy. Whoops! My bad. I actually have no idea if he respawns or not. Well, that's going to be fun to find out. What was I saying? I've completely forgotten. Oh, if you build a ship out of heavier materials, such as stone, you can see it in here. So it has 0.75 mass when it's added to a ship. That item in the ship will have 300 HP and it have 50 heat damage resistance. That's not bad, actually. Titanium has a mass of 0.20, 500 hit points, and it has damage and chemical resistance. So titanium is very strong for a ship. What I like to build my ships out of is so you've got adamantium, extremely heavy, 5 times as heavy as titanium. Oh, I think they actually changed the weight. What weight is steel then? Steel grinder has a weight. I don't actually have any steel blocks. Interesting. So yeah, basically you get the recipes and you can make almost any thing. If I look through here, find something like background windows. You can make them out of those. That's not really what I'm looking for. Show all. This is what I was looking for. So, impact machine gun, which is a machine gun that fires heavier rounds. And you can make it out of almost any metal that exists in the game. That might be kind of hard to read, but you can do the same thing with the normal machine gun, and then propellers. You can make it out of almost any metal that you can get, and same with background blocks. You can make them out of most stuff, so that you can. There's let's put it this way: this game has something for everyone, whether you want to spend your time on Earth mining and killing things, flying through the air in a giant purple dick made out of a whale's carcass, or even if you just want to spend ages building a gorgeous floating palace, you can do all of that. And, you know, at the same time, you can walk through a town and just kill people with an incredibly powerful machine gun, which is more powerful than the ones mounted to your airship. So, I think that's actually going to about do it for today, guys. This has been Windforge. I really don't think I need to sell you on the game anymore, because if you're anything like me, you're already playing the game. So, yeah, keep an eye out, and if it goes down on sale, it's definitely worth picking it up. Like I said, I got it in a humble bundle in the dollar range, so it cost me almost nothing, and it's definitely worth that. It's definitely way worth, like, paying nothing. You got it for basically for free, or didn't realise you got it. But yeah, I'd say keep an eye out. The game is constantly updating, which is very nice to see. Oh look, this town has weapons. That's cool. Can I get in it? I can. What the hell is this gonna do here? The only thing it can do is bomb the other parts of the town. You guys really didn't think this one through, did ya? So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I have been BTBS. This has been Bob Has a Butcher's. Who knows, I might come back with something even better than Windforge next time. I doubt it. Windforge is fantastic. Pick it up for yourself and try it out. If you do pick the game up, leave a little comment down in below and let me know. I like to know if anybody actually picks up the games I recommend from BHAB. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Peace out.